Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your likes and comments and subscribes there. And thank you for returning if that is the case. Today we're doing a reading for December 2024. There's still some energies around, so let's just dive in and see what do we have. This is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign. And of course, we're going to be using today the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. We're going to go into the tarot and clarify with the Familiar Tarot as well. So let's take these two aside so we can dive in. And as I shuffle these cards, I would invite you to subscribe into my channel if you haven't done so. And also, if you could hit the thumbs up if this reading resonates with you, helping me to spread the word on YouTube, and also allowing me to understand if you're enjoying these readings. Okay, so let's see, what do we have for you, Capricorn? And of course, thank you so much for being here today. So we have the Magic Guardian, the White Witch, and the Wise One. Okay, so we have three women here. It doesn't mean I'm just talking to women, but it means we have a lot of divine feminine energy here. Okay, intuition, emotion, gut feeling, transformation, all of that. Okay, so let's start here with the Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. I absolutely love this card. You have so much symbology here. And I actually like that it came with the White Witch as well. Okay, so we do have a lot of symbology here. We have a pentagram as well. We have all the elements around. Okay, we have this person, this Magic Guardian, connecting with the universe through different divinities to different things. So we could even be talking about, maybe some of you are discovering your abilities when it comes to the mystic side of life, right? The occult. Or it could be even in your profession, wherever you are. Okay, you're understanding what you're really good at. Okay, so by defining what you're really good at, you can get better at that by becoming curious about it. Okay, it's very much about discovering yourself, and the more you discover yourself, the more you know how can you be of service to others, because that's exactly what we're doing here. Okay, being of service. And that makes so much sense with this White Witch. This White Witch is be the light. It's all about working for the highest good of all. Okay, and there's so much symbology here as well. Again, you have the pentagram, you have the owl of wisdom, you have the moths about the transformation, you have the grapes about hard work, you have a caterpillar turning into a butterfly as well. So there's again that metamorphosis. Okay, so there's a lot of energy here talking about evolving, expanding, transforming here. Okay, and I could be talking with a small portion of you here when we're talking about this, but what I'm feeling is that some of you out there have really been going through the nitty gritty of life, maybe a dark night of the soul or anything similar to that, shadow work, hard situations in life. They're pushing you to look at something more than just this physical form, because then we have the Wise One again with an owl, and I think it's a raven or a crow. I think it's a crow. I'm going to say it's a crow. Okay, and the Wise One says, grow within your current situation. So whatever you're going through, try to understand the lesson in it. Okay, maybe the lesson is actually to open up to your big purpose here. Okay, of course we have different ones and we have different missions to do here, and of course it's going to be related to you, but maybe you are discovering that you want to do something completely different what you have done so far. Maybe you are understanding that you have all the wisdom inside and you've been all your life just looking for the outside. Okay, so it's going to depend from person to person. I want to keep the White Witch on top here, but let's see now what we have from the tarot for you. Okay, so if you understand a little bit better all this energy that just showed up. So let's connect with Capricorn here, please. And we're going to be taking 5 cards. The recent past, the present, what you don't see coming, the outcome, and the advice, and finally the outcome. So let's see what we have for Capricorn. Show me the recent past for Capricorn. The Hermit. Show me the present. The Two of Swords. Show me what they don't see coming. What they don't see coming. Thank you. The Hanged Man. What is the advice for Capricorn, please? The advice. The Hierophant. And finally, what is the outcome here, please? What is the outcome? 5 of Wands in reverse, which is really, really good. But let's clarify these cards before we dive in. And straight away, I do like this. You have 3 cards which are major arcana, which means divine intervention. And it's interesting because we got divine intervention in the past and what's hidden from you, and also on the advice here. So it's like the universe is definitely on your side, pushing you to understand something, to learn something. And it's more about learning something about yourself. But let's clarify the recent past. The Magician. Clarify the present. The 7 of Cups. Clarify what they don't see coming. The 7 of Wands. Clarify the advice, please. Clarify the advice. Clarify the advice. I'm just going to take the first one that fell, which is the Chariot. Okay. And finally, what is the outcome here? The Strength. Okay. Okay, so a lot of major arcana here, definitely, and I like that. In a sense, it's like just redirecting you on your journey. Okay, so let's start here with the recent past, the Hermit and the Magician. Yes, so some of you were pushed into this introspection. Okay, maybe some of you learn everything that you needed to learn, because the Magician, okay, he knows everything. He has all the knowledge on how to manipulate everything. He is very well connected with the divine, but something feels here that you were called to take a step back and go back into the mountain as a hermit and look for the light. Now, this looking for the light doesn't have to be that you are out of alignment. It just means that you may have come into a stage looking for meaning. Maybe something that you were doing before stopped making sense to you, lost the meaning in your life, and that's what it cost you here. But this really feels like the universe pushed you in to do that, because maybe you were coming out of alignment. Maybe you were getting too used to do something, and that's not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to expand. You're supposed to be the best version of yourself, not just the regular one. Okay, now with the present, we have the 2 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. So 2 of Swords, it's asking you to see things clearly with an open heart, okay? Because it's calling to close your physical eyes and open the mind's eye. Open your heart. Try to understand. Because there's a lot of things. Because when you open your eyes, there's a lot going on. You see the 7 of Cups? There's a lot going on. There's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of different topics that you could be talking about. And when you close your eyes, it's only about what you feel. And for you to be able to make this decision on where to go, what to do, where you're the next step, you are being called to close the physical eyes and feel more, understand, receive the communication, because 2 of Swords, it's about the communication, it's about the divine, it's about the air element. So it's about divinity here as well, and that divinity comes from your emotion. Okay, when you have your mind and heart coherence, that's when you enter into alignment. And somehow it feels like you are not 100% there right now. Okay? So, what you don't see coming, the Hanged Man and the Seven of Wands. What you don't see coming is that, you don't have to be ready for everyone. You don't have to be giving excuses to anyone. With this Hanged Man, it's just asking, you know what? Take a step back, leave everything behind, just don't think about anyone else, but focus on your perspective. Because you might need to change a perspective on something, a perspective on how you see a situation, how you see yourself, how you feel, how you perceive or try to understand something. And it's being called to change. And the call to change could actually be a stagnation on something that you're wanting to create, and it's just not going as fast as you want because you are being called to understand something else here. You are being called to be more organized. You are being called to don't take action so fast, okay? Because the impulse here could damage the beautiful things you have been created, okay? Now the advice here, of course, yes, take action when you are connected with spirit. Take action because you're going to be the only one making decisions for yourself when you believe this is the right thing. You could even be going and look at some professional advice. This could be health wise, you go to a specialist. This could be relationships. You could look for a relationship coach, for example. This could be a doctor if we're talking about health. This could be um, a boss, or if you're looking for a job, an agency, okay, whatever it is. Or if you are trying to build your own business, you could go and look for a mentor. You could go and look for a coach when it comes to whatever part of your life this is asking you for, okay? And with that advice, you're going to be able to make the right um, move ahead. But right now, it's a time to step back and understand, okay? Maybe looking for this specialist right now, okay? And then the outcome, it's a beautiful outcome, the Five of Wands reversed and the Strength card. So of course, the Five of Wands reversed, it's about you overcoming something. Because when you look at this Five of Cups upright, they are fighting here, okay? They're practicing on something. And what I feel here in reverse is like you finally learned something. You finally understood. You don't have to practice anymore. It's time to take action, the Strength card. It's time to be brave enough and show up to the world what you're made of. It's time to show how courageous you are. It's time to show, and it's not about proving yourself. It's just about taking action. It's just about following your dreams. It's also about you understanding yourself a little bit more here, okay? So that's a very interesting reading for you, Capricorn. And just before we end this reading today, we're going to be taking 3 extra cards here with answering yes, no, or maybe. So you can pause the video now and think about your questions, or if you don't have a question, you can simply just wait until the end and we're going to get the 3 cards together as well, okay? So let's connect here for question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. Okay. So for question number 1, Page of Cups, yes. Yes. For question number 2, the Nine of Cups, absolutely yes. And question number 3, the Moon. I'm going to go no. Okay, that's just what I feel it should be. Maybe, but I'm going to go for no. So something new is coming, a new idea, a new person, a new romance, whatever new is coming up. This can bring you a lot of fulfillment, okay? Let me just get the cards. This can actually bring you a lot of fulfillment, happiness, dream coming true. But remember, that dream comes true when you start connecting with yourself, okay? With your higher self, with your emotions, with all of that. Because nothing comes without you understanding your emotions and knowing what is the right way. Because the right way, it's not coming from the brain, it's coming from your gut. that's where your brain should be, okay, where you should consider your brain is, because that's your best advice here, okay? So Capricorn, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here, and until next time, have a lovely day. Bye bye.